Well, yes, indeed, it does continue right now, Mark. We're joined by retired Colonel Yomi Dari, who is the former Director of Army Legal Services and also a security consultant. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you, Chamberlain, for having me here.
Well, we've just been told by Brigadier General Abubakar that the Army will study, they're studying that video, but there will be a report in a couple of hours. But the key question, will that report matter if it's not directed as to when or how they could rescue the Chibok girls?
Well, thank you very much. I listened to General Rabi Abubakar. I've also listened to the guests who spoke earlier on this very topical and very touching issue of the Chibok girls. I'm glad that all the speakers, commended the effort of the Nigerian military so far in the fight against insurgency in this country. Like Rabi Abubakar said, I agree with him that they have to take their time, to study this video and then to allow the various organs of the military, to do a proper forensic analysis before coming up with a position on this issue. And I would also agree with the general that it's not all things that should be discussed, on the air, especially when it has to do with military strategy.
Colonel Dari, when you say it's not all things that should be discussed, this video is public.
Yes.
Now, comments by this insurgents are public, by these terrorists, they are public. They are put out there for the whole world to see. And it's killing, first of all, the morale of the people, and then, to some extent, the morale of even those who are active in the fight against insurgents. And you say there are certain things that should be held back. What should be held back? How long would it take to look at the video and then react to that video and let Nigerians and indeed the people around there know that we're doing something about this? Not we're on top of the matter that we've been hearing for how many years now? Over 2 years down the line.
Well, my response to your comment is this. It's not as easy as ABCD, to deal with matters such as this. Don't forget that even the civilized, the more sophisticated, countries, for example, the United States of America, you are aware that some of their captives have been held even for upwards of about a decade, and all they do is, apart from negotiations, they also try, other strategic means of rescuing them. I mean, I quite understand, because this borders on the personal emotion and what have you. And of course, the terrorists, they are very, very much aware of this, and that's part of their game plan. Because the terrorists, their intention is to create fear in the minds of the public, to make them believe even things that are not real. And even on the face of that video that they put on the air, you need to sit down and look at it critically. Subject it to analysis. When was this video recorded? And where was it recorded? But what I will advise, all security agencies to do right now is to go back to the drawing board. I listened to Dr. Obi Ezekiel Sele. I do agree. There shouldn't be any form of rivalry. There should be, a coordination of efforts.
So at the moment, we don't see that.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you. We shouldn't have a situation whereby, anybody just jumps on the air and say we're on top of the matter, we are working, we are talking to the people. Because we are aware that some people have been declared wanted right now.
Yeah, sorry to jump
in. And then if they have been declared wanted, and somebody is saying that we are in touch with, yes.
Why don't we have it up till now? Because I do know the last government, they said they had given that direction that all of these security agencies should set up a unified center wherein they could make it easy to communicate amongst themselves and by extension to the people, so that we all will almost be on a set, or at least let's be on a certain page about all of this.
Well, I don't think, again, it's something that is really so easy, because it all has to do with training. You know, even in the course of our training, we are taught, or the need, you know, to collaborate with other security agencies. But in real life, you find out that these things don't really happen.
But these are professionals. They are trained professionals.
Well, the training differs. I mean, the various trainings for various federal government agencies. You cast your mind back to 2011. What happened? Part of the exercise, or part of the lesson to take home about 2011 is lack of coordination. Lack of coordination. So you wouldn't blame us. This is still, you know, a third world country, and I believe that this effort is a work in progress.
But you know, one wonders if all that the government is doing wouldn't be undone by this single action, because we do know upon assumption of office, the president tried to rally the troops. He went to the Western country, he went to Southern Africa, he went to the Chad Basin security architecture. He's rallying everybody else to see how they could at least come together on this one. But if we can't do that internally, there's a big problem.
Well, I think the efforts of the president by rallying around, you know, especially the ECOWAS member countries, in the fight towards, or in the fight against insurgency, I think it has yielded a lot of dividends, and it's still yielding dividends. Like all the, speakers, you know, earlier speakers said. I mean, and of course, you and I know that. We are not having, you know, the incessant bombings like we used to have, the coordinated bombings. All those have reduced. But at the same time, we must not rest on our oars. You know, we must still be on our toes. And we must also be very careful. Nigerians must be very, very careful, you know, in taking hook, line, and sinker what you see on these videos, you know, because it might just be some form of distraction. So what I will advise, you know, especially, you know, the military and the formal agencies of government who are in charge of security, what they should do is they must not, more than ever before, they must be on their toes right now. And who knows, like some of the nuggets, some of the points, you know, in the video says by August 19th they are going to come up with some things, and that they are ready for negotiation, and what you know, saying all sorts of things. So I think. You know, the government, I mean, the formal agencies of government and the military intelligence, you know, and the State Department, they should be on their toes.
Okay, Mark Bell has to get a question. Go ahead, Mark Bell.
Yeah.
What do you say to the idea, or to people who say that it's because government hasn't put a premium on the lives of these girls, that's the reason why they've not been brought back till now?
Well, I don't know what premium you expect government to put on the lives of the Chibok girls. Those who are using them as baits, you know, they really know what they are after. You know, I believe that the lives of every Nigerian life, or the life of every citizen, is really high. And so, I mean, what premium should one put on the life of the Chibok girls? I think it's very, very important, and the president has said it time and time again that every effort, all efforts, you know, efforts are ongoing, and you must not forget that even the British government and the United States government, the French government, they are all, and German government, they are all cooperating, and as we speak, they are within the military, working assiduously towards, putting an end to these activities of the Boko Haram, and of course rescuing these girls, and it won't be far-fetched, like the speaker said, that they are in Maiduguri. You can't rule that out, because look at what happened. Yes, please.
I'm just wondering, looking at that video, some people said that this is the first time the Shekau in this video, for want of a better word for the spokesperson who is speaking with his face wrapped. Does that say anything about the personality of who could actually be speaking?
Absolutely, I do agree with you. Now you are talking. Now you're talking, because the person speaking might even be the man next door. For all you care. You cannot rule out the possibility that these people are probably in one mansion, even within Maiduguri metropolis. So, all hands must be on deck.
But that notwithstanding,
yes, please.
Even if people don't believe everything they see in that video, but one thing, where the young girl who spoke was able to, the mother identified her as her daughter.
Yes.
Doesn't that change a lot of narrative? The fact that they are alive.
Yes, the fact that they are alive. I mean, well, that's hope rekindled. That's hope rekindled. I mean, nobody's saying that they are all dead, but of course, some of them might be in places that we don't know. Some of them might be dead. Some of them, might just even be next door somewhere, kept. But again, one good thing that we have to take away here is that, how are we sure Shekau is even alive? Because if you look at his antecedents, he's very fond of, he likes to show off. He likes to come on air, to speak so that everyone can see him, and he doesn't mask. So right now, we have somebody masking. So the heat is on them. And the government or the security agencies must not relent in their efforts.
We'll explore that a little further, but that will be in just a moment. Don't go away.